Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning, I'm Jonathan Cotto. San Antonio police are investigating a shooting that's left one person dead. Coming up on GMSA, we'll tell you exactly what we know.
Also this morning on GMSA, could Texas students get a day off for the November election? Why one lawmaker says it could happen.
And taking a live look out at the Alamo City, 78 degrees now. Some lucky people in and around our area saw some rain the other day. Will we see more? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. Good morning. It is 6 o'clock this Saturday. It is August 13th. Did you see rain?
I saw so much rain.
Did you really?
I did. I was one of the lucky ones, and I live on the northeast side. It poured at my house for a good hour on Thursday, so I think I got about half an inch, Sarah.
Nice.
Wow, I got nothing.
I'm so sorry.
I got nothing. And, you know, that is the nature of these hit or miss downpours. It's kind of frustrating, isn't it? Because you really want the rain, and I'm happy for you, Sarah.
Right, you stole our rain.
Jealous. But yeah, some folks did get some good rain, and others like me completely missed out. Now, this weekend, we're going to have hit or miss downpours again. Today, not a really good chance. Only 20% for an isolated shower or storm. And tomorrow, Sunday, only slightly better, about a 30% chance around San Antonio. Look at those temperatures, though. It is going to be hot today. Heat index value will be higher, but tomorrow, high temperature only in the mid-90s. Now, there is some Gulf moisture around an area of low, and this is really going to be bringing parts of Texas some good rain. But unfortunately, as I mentioned, San Antonio likely going to miss out on the healthier rainfall. Coming up, I'm going to show you a futurecast, point out the areas across the KSAT 12 viewing area that have a decent chance for rain. Hopefully some of those farmers and ranch owners out there down south can get some good rain from this system. I'll show you a look at that.
Breaking news this morning, a neighborhood on the city's east side woke up to gunfire.
San Antonio police are investigating that shooting that happened overnight. Our Jonathan Cotto joins us live. Jonathan, have you been able to learn what happened?
Sarah, unfortunately, this is one of those situations where first responders attempted all life-saving measures but did not succeed. They rushed the victim to BAMC, but unfortunately, he died just moments after arriving. Let's take a look at what that scene looked like earlier this morning. We've learned San Antonio police were called out at 1:35 this morning to reports of a shooting on North Polaris and Canton Street. This is about a block away from East Houston, near North New Braunfels on the city's east side. Now, police tell us it was neighbors who heard the gunshots and quickly called police. It was when they arrived they found a man on the side of the street in a pool of blood with a gunshot to the neck. Now, the victim was taken to BAMC. The victim appeared to be homeless. Reporting live, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. Developing now, calls for a special session are growing. The Texas Observer reports Uvalde County commissioners want a special session to consider raising the age requirement from 18 to 21 for AR-15 style guns. Parents in Uvalde, along with the city, county, and school leaders, have also called on Governor Greg Abbott to call for a special session on gun reform. State Senator Roland Gutierrez and former Congressman Beto O'Rourke have made the same request. An 18-year-old with an AR-15 style gun killed 19 students and 2 teachers in Uvalde 2.5 months ago. Since then, special committees were formed similar to a committee after the school shooting in Santa Fe. Ideas from that committee did not stop the shooting in Uvalde. Governor Greg Abbott says all options are on the table, but he still hasn't called a special session.
And staying at the state capitol, school safety and democracy at the heart of one of our local lawmakers' latest pleas. State Senator Jose Menendez asking school districts to make Election Day a student holiday.
If one day a year we choose as a state to use our schools as a place where people from opposing views come together to exercise their political right, I want to make sure.
So Menendez added he spoke with the Texas Education Commission about giving students the day off as voters cast their ballots at local schools. He hopes to present his plan as part of an election reform package during the next legislative session. At last check, local district that gives students off for Election Day this year.
Top of your morning headlines. Hollywood is mourning the loss of a star. Actress Anne Heche was declared brain dead after a fiery car crash last week. Her family says she's been kept on life support for organ donation. Last Friday, her car ran off the road at a high speed and plowed into a house in Los Angeles. A massive fire broke out in that home shortly after, and the woman inside at the time was hurt. Police said this week they were investigating the incident as a felony DUI case.
And now one of the top stories in the country, a Florida judge unsealing documents related to Monday's search at former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago residence. The FBI recovering 11 sets of classified documents, including some marked top secret. But former President Donald Trump's allies claim he didn't have classified documents because technically he declassified documents before leaving the White House. The former president adding that his team had been cooperating with federal investigators and that agents simply didn't need to seize anything.
The World Health Organization is holding an open forum to rename monkeypox. The move comes after critics raised concerns of a negative stigma. Right now, it's unclear when the new name could be announced. Here in San Antonio, we continue to see 17 cases. The health department says in Austin they have as many as 70 cases. They've already declared monkeypox a public health emergency for the city of Austin and Travis County.
Time now 6:06, 78 degrees out.
Still ahead on GMSA.
Oh.
That looks pretty good.
What are we working with here?
Is that okay? That's pork of some type, stuffed pork.
Love it.
I
Bless
don't
you.
know.
Bless
Looks
you.
pretty good. David Elder's going to give us a peek of what he has going on for Texas Eats.
Looks good. We need some samples.
Yes.
All right, so we got a lot going on in Capitol Hill. We had a big vote yesterday. We're going to check in on the so-called Inflation Reduction Act, what it actually means for the future of American families.
78 degrees at 6:07 this morning. Sarah Spivey will have our Saturday forecast when we come back. Well, this morning, House Democrats have passed a historic $740 billion package on health care and climate change. It's the largest investment in U.S. history to address the issue.
So President Joe Biden says he will soon sign the bill. Now, it does include tax credits for buying electric vehicles and tax breaks for Americans who install solar panels on their homes. It also lowers premiums for Americans buying their own insurance. The bill raises taxes on the largest corporations and the wealthiest Americans. And it also allows Medicare for the first time to negotiate the price of certain drugs, life-saving drugs like insulin. However, in terms of inflation, the Congressional Budget Office says that the changes would have a small, if any, impact on inflation over the next 2 years.
And new information is coming out regarding Equifax, who sent out inaccurate credit scores for millions of Americans during a 3-week span in late March and early April.
So a coding issue at Equifax being blamed for this incorrect credit score, some of which were actually off by 24 points or higher. Now, the scores were sent to lenders who make decisions on consumers applying for everything from homes to auto loans.
Equifax says it's working with lenders to determine the impact on customers, but there is a few steps you can take to see if a loan you applied for may have been impacted by this glitch. If you took out a loan in late March and early April, and if you were rejected for one, experts recommend checking documents from the transaction to see if a lender provided your FICO score in the disclosure forms.
So you're also going to need to verify that it was the Equifax credit score used and not one from another place. Right now, still unclear if consumers will hear from their bank or other lenders if they were affected by an inaccurate score.
Morgan Chase says it is working with Equifax and addressing the issue on a case-by-case basis. However, credit experts say it may be difficult for consumers to fix an inaccurate score.
All right, so the talk of the town this week was the weather. I posted on Twitter, I saw raindrops. We were driving around, I was like, it's raining, what is this?
Oh, it was amazing. I left my door open to listen to the rain, and then it was raining so hard, I was like, oh, I should probably close my door because rain is getting in the house.
Yeah, we didn't have
Sarah
that.
got some good rain. I got no rain. I did get the smell of rain, which was kind of like a tease, but
It's awful.
yeah, you know, there is some frustration about the hit or miss nature of these showers and storms, but that's the way it is often in the summertime for us. This weekend, however, and into early next week, a good portion of deep South Texas has a good chance for some healthy, soaking rains. Thinking a lot about those ranchers and farmers across deep South Texas that are going to benefit from some rain, and then our economy will benefit as well from that. 78 degrees outside right now. It feels like 81 outside, and temperatures are generally in the low to mid 70s, even in the upper 70s. 77 in Hondo. Good morning in Pleasanton. It's 78, 79 in Cotulla, 73 in Kerrville, and 73 in Rock Springs. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast again calls for a quick warm up today. We'll be at 85 by 10, and then around noon 90 degrees. We'll see partly cloudy skies, and it's in the that will have a 20% chance for an isolated downpour. Most of us are going to remain dry today. 98 for the high temperature, and then looking at to stay hydrated everywhere across the KSAT 12 viewing area. Going to be dealing with some extra moisture in the air from the Gulf of Mexico. Take a look at the satellite and radar right now. You can see all of this activity in the Gulf of Mexico. There is a trough of low pressure out there that is expected to move on shore tomorrow. So this weekend is not a great weekend to go out to the coast, unfortunately, because there's going to be some heavier rain, especially tomorrow across the coast. But this low pressure system going to be bringing some healthy rain out there across areas like Corpus Christi, Port Aransas, Rockport. Not necessarily today. Again, today's going to be fairly quiet with a couple of passing downpours in the afternoon, only a 20% chance. But by tomorrow morning, you can see that low is going to be moving on shore, bringing some tropical rainfall to areas across South Texas. As we move into early Sunday, you can see that most of the rain will be confined to the coastal plain, but in the afternoon we could see one or two passing downpours reach that I-35 corridor here in San Antonio. But once again, the heaviest of the rainfall is going to remain south. This is a snapshot tomorrow afternoon. Again, one or two widely scattered downpours possible in San Antonio, but the healthiest of the rains will remain south of the Alamo City and south of Highway 90. This is a look at early Monday morning. Areas along that I-35 corridor from Cotulla to Laredo, even out toward Eagle Pass, have a better chance for rain earlier on Monday as that low pressure system moves off. And again, here in San Antonio, we could see some widely scattered downpours early on Monday. But by Monday afternoon, that low will be off to the west, and we will be done for our rain chances. So unfortunately for San Antonio and for parts of the hill country, perhaps only about a quarter of an inch or less through Monday. But ranch land south of San Antonio and farmland south of San Antonio could see up to an inch of rain. Pleasanton, Karnes City, Cuero, Eagle Pass, Carrizo Springs, Cotulla, and then those across the RGV and points even south of a chance for about 2 to 5 inches of soaking, perhaps even flooding rain. So San Antonio, we're going to miss out on healthy rains over the next few days, but we could see a few passing downpours. We'll also benefit from some cloud cover, so some lower temperatures Sunday and Monday. Max we can do is 30% isolated on Sunday and Monday. We'll be cranking the heat back up, though, by the end of the next week. Coming up, we're going to take a look at lake levels across South Central Texas. You can guess what they're doing. They're going down.
I do like that 94 or 93.
I was going to say, it was almost jarring to see so few triple digits on the screen.
I know, but then it happened later in the week. It's just like right back at it.
Yeah, well, it is August. Time now, 6:16, 78 degrees out.
Still ahead, a new star is born in Hollywood. How a rescue dog in a shelter landed a role in one of Hulu's biggest movies.
And up next, David Elder bringing us to, a restaurant that's serving Philippine food. This looks amazing. I'm excited for it. It's coming up next. Never had Philippine food.
Filipino food?
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah. All right, pick 3. 395, Fireball 1, Daily 4, 0663, Fireball 8.
All right, Cash 5, 4, 19, 23, 26, 28. Here we go. Did you play?
No, it hasn't reached 100 million yet.
Oh, right. Sorry you didn't win the billion. Mega Millions, 23, 24, 50, 54, 64, big number 3, Mega Pyre 3. Good luck. We'll be right back.
coated the inside with lemongrass and fresh herbs that have really made it super aromatic. We have a traditional dipping sauce to accompany some pickled papaya as well.
Sauce on the outside, here we go. It is so good. It is phenomenal. The porchetta that they're making in-house is a traditional dish that they're putting their own spin on. I love all the herbs, the way that it's put in between all the little crevices in there. It lets all that flavor just build on the inside. Super crunchy skin on the outside. That pork skin is just rocking. It is tender, it's crunchy. The sauce on the side has a really good flavor to it as well. It really balances everything out and creates the ultimate bite.
I'm just waiting for the taste samples.
I know.
I'm like hoping he like barges in like the Kool-Aid man. Just like, here you go, guys.
That's very on brand for David Elder.
Time now, 6:22, 78 degrees out.
All right, up next, a popular late night show is making some big changes. We'll tell you about it in just a couple of moments after this.
Batiste, a Late Show host Stephen Colbert says Batiste is leaving to pursue other interests. Kato served as interim band leader over the summer. He's previously worked with famous artists like Beyonce, Mariah Carey, and John Legend. The 8th season of The Late Show premieres Tuesday, September 6th.
Well, over in Atlanta, a rescue pup is going from an animal shelter to the big screen. Coco is a breakout star in one of the summer's biggest hits on Hulu. She plays the lead character's four-legged companion in the movie Prey. It started out Coco in early 2021. The shelter said on its Facebook page, it shines a light on the potential of shelter dogs and what they are capable of. Coco reportedly had no film training and was adopted by her forever family during the filming.
That is amazing.
You just never know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten really lucky with some shelter dogs. I mean, Scooby can probably be a big-time actor.
I'm waiting.
I know. We need to make it happen.
All right.
Call Hulu.
You go, Coco. 6:26, 78 degrees out.
Well, still ahead on 6:30, the family of a soldier who was killed at Fort Hood is suing the government. The new details on what's going on with that's coming up.
And a woman and local police working together to find a flasher. And investigators say this isn't his first incident. We're going to explain. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. It is 6:30 this morning. It is August 13th, and we've had a little bit of a break from the triple digits.
I've enjoyed it.
What have you done? Did you dance in the rain?
I went out into the rain, but not to dance. But I did because I had potted plants in my porch, and I was like moving them like frantically. I was like, get some water, and then I got completely drenched. My neighbors were across the street, I'm sure, laughing at me. They were outside. Everyone was kind of like peeking out the window, like, oh my gosh, what is this?
Oh yeah, Sarah, you live east side, northeast side, right?
Right.
So you got some good rain on Thursday. I did not. I missed out completely on the rainfall. I'm going to call it the meteorologist's curse, okay? But it did smell nice. It smelled like rain outside. And this weekend, you know, our rain chances are not great in San Antonio. I'm going to be honest with you. Today, Saturday, only a 20% chance for an isolated downpour. We'll see a high temperature of 98. It's going to be a hot and humid day. Tomorrow, slightly better rain chances, 30% isolated in San Antonio, but it's really those south of San Antonio, south of Highway 90 that have a much better chance for rain tomorrow. So here's some weekend weather headlines for you. Here in the Alamo City, only isolated rain for San Antonio in the hill country, but points south and the Rio Grande Valley have a good chance for healthy rains, especially across those ranches and farms that desperately need the rainfall. We need it too, but we got to celebrate when some parts of Texas get some rain, and that's going to be south of San Antonio and the Rio Grande Valley. Humidity, though, will be high. Tropical air is going to be around, making it feel very humid, hotter than what the thermometer actually reads. I'm going to show you the futurecast here in a bit and show you which areas across the KSAT 12 viewing area have a good chance for rain. Max and Sarah.
If you have weekend plans to take you in and around the Alamo City, make sure to plan your commute ahead of time. We can expect several active construction spots to be active throughout the weekend, so let's go ahead and take a look, see what you can expect. We're first going to start here, actually, off I-35 over on the northeast side of San Antonio. This is something we want drivers to be prepared for because it's work that's been taking place since Sunday, August 7th, and the work's actually going to continue up until Saturday, August 13th. 9 in the evening to 5 in the morning is when you can expect that work to take place. You can see a right lane closure on I-35 southbound frontage road. That's going to be from Randolph Boulevard to Frat Road. And the work will continue the next day over here off Loop 410 on the west side of San Antonio. Barrier work will begin on Saturday, August 13th and last a full week up until August 20th. It will take place during the day, so make sure to watch out for those crews from 7 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. And it's during that time we're going to see a full closure of the northbound entrance ramp from Marbach Road. Let's take another look at what you can expect on Monday, actually. Loop 1604 on the northwest side of San Antonio. Will last all the way up until Monday, August 15th. Should be finishing around 3 in the afternoon. During that time, alternating westbound frontage road lane closure is what you can expect from I-10 to Bandera Road. That's State Highway 16. But of course, that information along with other areas is posted on our website. You can grab those phones, scan that QR code. That will take you directly to the KSAT traffic page, and that has the list of all the closures taking place in and around the Alamo City.
Thank you, Stephen. We have some late-breaking news this morning. A neighborhood on the city's east side woke up to gunfire.
San Antonio police are investigating that shooting that happened overnight. Our Jonathan Cotto joins us live. So, Jonathan, what have you been able to learn?
Good morning, Sarah. Well, we are learning that first responders rushed the victim to BAMC, where we know he later died, unfortunately. But let's take a look at what that scene looked like. We've learned that San Antonio police were called out at 1:35 this morning to reports of a shooting on North Polaris and Canton Street. This is about a block away from East Houston, near North New Braunfels on the city's east side. Now, police tell us it was neighbors who heard the gunshots and quickly called police. It was when they arrived that they found a man on the side of the street in a pool of blood with a gunshot to the neck. Now, the victim again has been taken, or was taken, to BAMC in critical condition. Unfortunately, again, he died shortly after arriving at the hospitals. Right now, Max and Sarah, police do not have any leads, no suspects, but they are continuing to investigate this shooting. They are telling us they believe the victim was homeless. Reporting live, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. A Southside woman now working with investigators to figure out who exactly exposed himself on this woman's front porch. Now, SAPD took note of the incident back in July. Investigators working to figure out who the man is. Now, the victim's home security cameras captured him come up to her door twice. The first time he knocks, unzips his pants, and then leaves. The second time, he takes it one step further. Now, the woman explaining this man did this blocks away from an elementary school just before 10 p.m. Multiple vehicles driving by, and people were still out walking on the street.
I was just completely grossed out. Like, it was really gross. I kind of panicked. Never seen him before. I didn't know if he had followed me or how he knew I was home or how he knew a female lived here.
San Antonio police say they do not have an active investigation ongoing, and when asked why, their statement said it could be a variety of reasons, including a lack of evidence to classify it as a lewd conduct, or the victim didn't want to press charges. Now, the woman that we spoke to says that she wants to press charges, and she has sent this video to the police.
We're tracking new details this morning on a murder case that was dismissed. Richard Montes was accused of killing 2 people during a robbery in 2018, but now he's free. Montes was supposed to go to trial for capital murder on August 1st, almost exactly 4.5 years after prosecutors say he and 2 other men allegedly killed a teen and an elderly man in a robbery. But a prosecutor wanted to delay the trial because 3 witnesses were unavailable. Montes' lawyer argued his client deserved a speedy trial, so the judge denied the delay and the case was dismissed. Thing is, the case can still be refiled, but a grand jury needs to re-indict Montes before it can happen.
New this morning on KSAT.com, the family of Vanessa Guillen, the Texas soldier who was sexually harassed and killed at Fort Hood back in 2020. Well, the family now seeking $35 million in damages according to a lawsuit against the government. So this is a story we've been following very closely over the last couple of years. Remember, Vanessa Guillen killed by a fellow soldier at Fort Hood. An investigation later found that she was also sexually harassed, and leaders failed to take action. Now, this lawsuit describes 2 instances where she was harassed, but told family she couldn't report it because of fear of retaliation.
Also this morning, House Democrats have passed a $740 billion Inflation Reduction Act, and President Biden says he'll sign it.
So it's the biggest climate change investment in U.S. history, and it could help people with prescription drug costs. But the bill is still receiving a lot of pushback. ABC's Karina Mitchell explains.
A big win for President Biden.
The motion is adopted.
On Friday, the House passed an historic $740 billion package on health care and climate change. It includes tax credits for purchasing electric vehicles and tax breaks for Americans who install solar panels on their homes.
It is going to put us on a trajectory.
First time to negotiate the price of certain drugs and limits out-of-pocket prescription drug costs for seniors on Medicare to $2,000 per year. It also raises taxes on the largest corporations and wealthiest Americans. But the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office says the changes would have a negligible impact on inflation the next 2 years, a sentiment echoed by the analysis at the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania. Republicans believe the bill will hurt middle America.
Kind of unnecessary. If you think that the tax code is so complicated and difficult to enforce, then maybe simplify the tax code. That would be the proper solution to that, instead of just trying to catch middle America in their mistakes, which you obviously will make if you do your own taxes. It's pretty difficult.
President Biden says he'll sign the bill into law next week and hold a celebration next month. Karina Mitchell, ABC News, New York.
Time now, 6:39, 78 degrees out.
A bank heist gone wrong ends with one robber asking for help from police. We'll look at how it all started.
And grocery prices. If you've been recently, have you noticed a change?
Yep.
Oh my!
Went last night.
Oh, it's egregious. So up next, we have some smart tips from the experts on how you can save.
I think it was like 10 things for like $85.
Oh my goodness.
It was bad. All right, 78 degrees at 6:39 this morning. Sarah will have our weekend forecast when we come back. Well, this morning, food prices, they're still rising according to the just released Consumer Price Index. The new report shows overall inflation has dropped slightly, but prices for food at home rose even higher.
However, experts say there are still ways that you can find deals and you can still save money if you follow some simple tips. Historic inflation in full display at the grocery store. The latest Consumer Price Index shows that food at home prices rose to 13.1%. If groceries are eating up too much of your budget, one expert says it's time to carve out some extra time, put in a little extra effort.
You'll eat healthier, you'll save money, and because of what's going on with shrinkflation and inflation, this is the time to work on your groceries.
Author and frugal living expert Annette Economides says plan before you leave the house. First, take inventory. Figure out what you actually need. Make a list, then stick to it.
If you just go into the grocery store mindlessly, man, your grocery prices could have doubled with what's going on right now.
2, she recommends limiting trips to the store to once a week. This way, it helps prevent impulse buying. 3, look for deals in the food ads.
So if you can plan your menu around sale items, you are going to save immediately.
4, join a rewards or loyalty program at your favorite grocery store. And finally, understand the sales cycle. The expert says find out when your local store deeply discounts their seasonal items, and then you can stock up.
There is a game to that, but just know that every time you go to the grocery store, something will be on sale. And when that thing is on sale, if it's possible to freeze it or cook it and freeze it.
Meanwhile, the heat continues to be a big story. Water levels still dropping at Canyon Lake, so several boat ramps are now closed. Business owners say despite the closures, it stayed busy over the summer, but that could change with 4 boat ramps shutting down. If water levels keep dropping, 2 more ramps will also close. And this is a story. Some rain earlier this week. Well, at least I did. I'm sorry you didn't. Will we get any this weekend?
You know, it will be hit or miss, and really isolated is the key word for those around San Antonio. But points south of Highway 90 have a significantly better chance for rain than San Antonio. I want to start, though, with a look at those lake levels. So Canyon Lake, which you can see at the bottom of your screen here, is down by 3 feet in the past year, but it is still 88.5% full. So Canyon Lake is one of the healthier reservoirs right now that's not being as impacted by the drought. However, Medina Lake only 9.6% full, down 33 feet in just the past year. If you live out near Medina Lake, you know how low that lake level is, the lowest it's been since about 2015. And other area reservoirs are really suffering because of this drought. And unfortunately, in San Antonio, the rain chances are just not going to be very high over the coming days. Today, only isolated 20%. Both tomorrow and Monday, only 30% in San Antonio. But points south of San Antonio have a much better chance for rain than the Alamo City. And here's the reason why. There is a deep area of tropical moisture over the Gulf of Mexico right now, around trough of low pressure, and this trough of low pressure is going to be moving onshore tomorrow. So unfortunately, if you have plans to visit the coast this weekend, tomorrow and Monday are going to be fairly rainy across those areas along the coast, especially tomorrow. But let's take you through the future. San Antonio have a much better chance for rain in the coming days. This is a snapshot of this afternoon, and you can see that maybe 1 or 2 isolated showers or storms are possible. Then by Sunday, we're going to see that low pressure system move onshore with its deep tropical moisture. And so by Sunday morning, Beeville, Hallettsville, areas near Goliad are probably going to be seeing some good rainfall. By about lunch tomorrow, we could see 1 or 2 hit or miss downpours through the Alamo City, but again, the heaviest of the rain is going to be south. This is Sunday afternoon. So ranchlands south of Highway 90 have a much better chance for rain than San Antonio. Then by Monday in the early morning hours, as that low pressure system is off to the west, we once again in the Alamo City could see 1 or 2 bands of tropical moisture bringing some widely scattered rain. Not everyone is going to see rain, but than San Antonio. Then by Monday afternoon, that low is going to be torn apart shore. Really much better rain chances near Cotulla, Beeville, Eagle Pass, and the Corpus Christi area. But for us around San Antonio, only a 30% chance for isolated rain. Now, this is good news for those who are south of San Antonio. Exceptional and extreme drought. So any part of Texas that gets rain is good for economy, for those ranchlands and farms down there. But I wish we could have bumped up those rain chances around San Antonio. This is just the card we've been dealt over the weekend. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast for the day today: steadily warming, 85 at 10, 90 at noon, and then in the afternoon, that 20% chance for a brief downpour. Otherwise, it's going to be hot. 98 in San Antonio for the high temperature today, 102 in Del Rio, 99 in Pleasanton. Canyon Lake, you'll be at 99, 97 in Kerrville, Seguin 100, New Braunfels 100, and Honda 100 for the high temperature. Tomorrow, though, with a little bit of extra cloud cover from that little low, we're going to only be in the low to mid 90s both tomorrow and Monday. Temperatures bump back up by the end of the week. Max and Sarah.
So how is the garden looking? Is it refurbished?
Oh, great right now.
Nice.
But we'll see after those triple digits later in the week. I'll let you know.
Time now, just about 6:50, 78 degrees out.
After the break, NASA caught a massive eruption on camera of a red supergiant star. So what they're saying happened, that's just in a few moments.
And before we head to break, a quick live look out at the roadways. A few people out there at 1604 and Bandera. You know, people trying to get their errands done early this Saturday morning. So if you are out and about, be smart, drive safe. We'll be right back.
This morning, Peloton is raising prices again and cutting more jobs. The fitness company is now laying off nearly 800 workers. The company says the moves will help Peloton become more efficient and cost effective. At the same time, Peloton will charge hundreds of dollars more for most of its already expensive exercise equipment. Some retail stores will also close down next year.
All right, so it's a story we've been talking about throughout the morning, and it's a story almost straight out of a movie. Rescuers in Italy spent 8 hours trying to free a man who was stuck in a tunnel that collapsed. But here's the crazy part. Police believe the tunnel was dug in part to rob a bank. So when they arrived on the scene, 2 other people tried to get away in a vehicle. They were quickly arrested. A 4th person also under investigation. All 4 involved have criminal records that include burglary.
Well, NASA says a red supergiant star is recovering after it literally blew up. This illustration shows a gigantic eruption that happened in 2019. Astronomers say it's something that's never been seen before. NASA believes the star's outer layers may be back to normal as it tries to rebuild itself.
Space is fascinating.
Space is very cool.
This is crazy stuff.
Kind of terrifying.
Very much so. Just, realizing how little we are. Time now at 6:54, 77 degrees out.
Here's what's coming up on Good Morning America.
Coming up on Good Morning America, new details released on those highly classified documents seized from former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. The search warrant unsealed, now revealing what the FBI was looking for. We'll have the latest, plus the efforts by the FBI to tighten security following that attack on their Cincinnati office. Also coming up, new information on the deadly shooting on the set of the movie Rust. The report takes a close look at the gun Alec Baldwin was holding when a cinematographer was shot. What authorities are now saying about the actor's original claims and the DNA found on the ammunition box. And finally, the young woman badly injured after being attacked by a bison on vacation, now sharing her harrowing ordeal from her hospital bed. That's all ahead on Good Morning America.
Good morning, I'm Jonathan Cotto. San Antonio police are investigating a shooting that's left 1 man dead. This was the scene earlier this morning. We've learned San Antonio police were called out at 1:35 to reports of a shooting on North Polaris and Canton Street. This is about a block away from East Houston near North New Braunfels on the city's east side. Now, police tell us it was the neighbors who heard the gunshots and quickly called police. It was when they arrived that they found a man on the side of the street in a pool of blood with a gunshot to the neck. Again, the victim was taken to BAMC where he died shortly after arriving. Police are telling us they don't have any leads or suspects at this time, but they are continuing to investigate. They are telling us they believe the victim was homeless. Reporting Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
All right, here's the 411 for the day today. 90 at noon, 98 for the afternoon high temperature. In San Antonio, only a 20% chance for a downpour. So odds are you're going to miss out on the rain today. If you live south of San Antonio, though, your rain chances are much better in the coming though. Sunday and Monday, a little bit of extra cloud cover from that tropical moisture. We'll keep our highs in the low to mid 90s on Sunday and Monday, so at least we'll have that. I wish I could say rain will be more widespread for the Alamo City, but at least some parts of Texas are going to get some good soaking rains. We're going to continue to keep you updated on air, online, and on the KSAT Weather Authority app. And you can tune in at 8. I'll show you that futurecast.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for watching. We are going to take an hour-long break for Good Morning America. We'll see you back here at 8 a.m.
Okay, the Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile might make a presence in the
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
This weekend gets off to a violent start. A man is found on the side of the street with a shot to his neck. The latest on his condition and the police's investigation.
And taking a live look out at the Alamo City, not a cloud in the sky from this perspective. Blue skies this morning, 78 now. Some lucky people saw a lot of rain this past week. I was not one of them, but Sarah Acosta was.
Yay!
Yay! Good morning. It is 8 o'clock this morning. It is Saturday. It is August 13th. So when you saw the rain come down, was it just joy everywhere?
Seriously, like I opened the door, then I went out, put some pots out that were under the porch so they can get some water. I got completely soaked, and I was like, oh, this is what happens when you walk out in the rain. You get completely drenched.
We forget how to act.
Oh my goodness. And Sarah, you were one of the lucky ones there on the northeast and east side. They got plenty of rainfall. I got nothing. I got no rain whatsoever on Thursday. So if you missed out on the rain yesterday and Thursday, I feel your pain. This weekend, the chance for rain is only about 20 to 30% in San Antonio. Not a great chance for rain around the Alamo City. But today, the high temperature should be near 100 degrees. Tomorrow, rain chances increase to only 30%, though. Temperatures do drop, and the reason for that is there is a little low pressure system out in the Gulf of Mexico right now that's going to be bringing in some tropical moisture. Right now, it looks like the best chances for rain south of San Antonio, south of Highway 90, but parts of the KSAT 12 viewing area do have a decent chance for some healthy rains for some farmland and ranches out there south of San Antonio. I'm going to show you the futurecast. We're going to talk about the heat index later on today as well. I hope you'll stick around for that forecast in a few minutes. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, one man shot in the neck early this morning on the east side of town. And San Antonio police now, people who live in the neighborhood, they actually heard gunshots. They called 911. When police arrived, ambulance arrived, that victim rushed to BAMC at last check in critical condition. But actually, he died earlier this morning at the hospital. Right now, police still have not apprehended any suspects, and they're still investigating.
Another shooting that happened an hour before, this one on the city's west side, sends an 18-year-old to the hospital with 2 gunshot wounds. Police say the victim claims he was shot in the arm and leg at a party. That's near Old Highway 90. So officers say his mother called them. He was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Police are investigating and searching for the friend. New this morning, Uvalde CISD once again set to discuss a termination of the school district police chief, Pete Arredondo.
So this is all according to the school board's agenda for its next meeting. The regular school board meeting is scheduled for this coming Monday, August 15th. The discussion regarding the possible termination of Arredondo will take place in a closed session, and it will include legal counsel. That way they can advise on the procedural rules.
The board is also slated to receive updates on legal issues surrounding the Robb Elementary property. This is the third meeting Uvalde School Board has scheduled where Arredondo's future as district police chief was on the agenda.
Now, we're following the story very closely. We're going to let you know if there's any decision or any updates before the actual meeting. We're going to have that on air and online at KSAT.com.
Well, school safety is at the heart of one lawmaker's latest plea. State Senator Jose Menendez is asking school districts to make Election Day a student holiday.
If one day a year we choose as a state to use our schools as a place where people from opposing views come together to exercise their political right, I want to make sure and that we do everything we can to protect those children, but also the adults, especially the people who are inside.
Menendez says he spoke with the Texas Education Commissioner, Mike Morath, about giving students a day off as voters cast their ballots at the school. He hopes to present his plan as part of an election reform package during the next legislative session. At last check, Northside ISD was the only local school district that gave students Election Day off this year.
A Southside woman now working with police to figure out who the suspect is who exposed himself on the victim's porch. SAPD took note of the incident that happened back in July, but still do not have an active case. No suspect has been arrested. The victim's home security camera actually captured the man approaching her door twice. The first time he knocks, unzips his pants, then leaves. The second time he takes it a step further. Now, the woman, who does not want to be identified, says all of this happened just blocks away from an elementary school. It happened before 10 p.m. and it happened while multiple vehicles were still on the road driving by, and there were still people out walking on the streets.
I was just completely grossed out. Like, it was really gross. I kind of panicked. Never seen him before. I didn't know if he had followed me or how he knew I was home or how he knew a female lived here.
Again, police say they do not have an active investigation ongoing, so we asked why. SAPD's statement says it could be a variety of reasons, including a lack of evidence to classify it as a lewd conduct, or the victim did not want to press charges. However, the woman we spoke to tells us she does want to press charges, and she even sent the video she has to police.
In your top stories, a family of Vanessa Guillen is suing the U.S. government for $35 million in damages in connection to her death at Fort Hood near Killeen. The family says they are seeking damages on the basis of sexual harassment, abuse, assault, rape, and wrongful death. According to a military investigation, Guillen, a 20-year-old soldier, was killed in 2020 by a fellow soldier, and prior to her death had been sexually harassed. That investigation found that leadership failed to take appropriate action. To read more about the lawsuit, just head to our website at KSAT.com.
Well, more buses of migrants from the border arriving in New York City. A city official says 89 asylum seekers came from Texas and arrived in the Big Apple yesterday. So they were welcomed with food, clothes, medical care, and legal assistance. City officials there have accused Texas Governor Greg Abbott of forcing these people onto buses. Abbott's office says they went to New York willingly. Now, this has obviously been an ongoing battle between the state of Texas and several cities that Governor Abbott has chosen as destinations for buses carrying migrants from the Mexico-Texas border.
Well, happening later this morning, an annual back-to-school giveaway. It's happening at the Gospel 1480 radio station on West Hyden Road. That's on the city's east side off of Martin Luther King Drive. Starting in less than 30 minutes, they'll be giving away 1,000 backpacks and 500 food boxes. Everything starts at 10 this morning. It's all part of the 17th annual Gospel Vision Back to School Bash.
Happening right now, a massive community event underway, and it is taking over the parking lot at Six Flags.
KSAT's Jonathan Cotto joins us live from the scene, and he says, look at that, the famous Oscar Mayer Wienermobile making an appearance. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Max. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. The sun is out. There's not a single cloud in the sky, and you can hear those cars revving up right now for this. But let's talk about the coolest car on the lot, and that's the Wienermobile. We know that this Wienermobile has been around since the 1930s. Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing?
Doing real well.
Now, okay, so the first model was from 1936, if I'm not mistaken. Talk to us a little bit about your participation here this morning for Cars and Coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. We're Oscar Mayer hot doggers. I'm Jumbo Dog Jacob, and this is
Bologna Bag.
Yeah, and we're here just having a really great time, sparking smiles and just bringing happiness wherever we go.
Now, awesome. Now, talk to me about this really, really cool Wienermobile. This is the latest model, right? What kind of cool features does it have?
Yeah, well, it has a Chevy Vortec 300 engine, and it's a pretty standard GM parts front-facing cab. Really, really capable vehicle. Tons of fun to drive around. But the best part is all the smiles and the waves and the thumbs up we get when we're driving around.
Now, I've been seeing tons of people coming up and grabbing one of those famous whistles. Can we take a look at one of those?
Iconic weenie whistles that you can come out and grab one of the whistles from us. We've been giving it out since the 50s, so it is a collector's item almost.
Wow, cool. Now, you guys travel all across the country. Talk to me a little bit about your experience with that.
So we're on a coast-to-coast weenie roast. We travel for 1 year, and then we switch partners at the 6 months mark. So, you know, we're constantly traveling. We're the South Region team, so we've been in Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and we're actually going to Idaho, Boise next. So,
Wienermobile, and take a look inside and how that looks like. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Jonathan Cota, thank you so much. Time now just about 8:10, 78 degrees out.
All right, still ahead to the food bank is now taking a different approach to fight hunger and has enlisted the help of another local agency. We'll explain in just a bit.
Oh, it is so amazing. It's a one-stop shop for everything you need. All right, so I don't want to steal from you, but if I would, it wouldn't be Cash App, it would be money. So that's the basis of a letter that a would-be thief actually plastered all over cars in a parking lot. Now, where this happened and how some people have responded.
78 degrees at 8:10 this morning. The sun is out, not a lot of clouds out there. Will we have any rain today? Sarah Spivey will let us know when we come back. Well, it's a shakedown that's being called a first by San Francisco police. Somebody left a flyer on vehicles in a parking lot.
So that flyer stated, quote, "I don't want to steal anymore, but I still have bills to pay. Can you help me, please?" Unquote. So the flyer goes on to list 3 modern ways that you can pay them. It lists KSAT, Bitcoin, and PayPal. One lady who got a flyer said it scared her and she took it as a threat and obviously refused to pay.
But she says her coworker actually sent the person some money. PayPal was contacted and did confirm the account is real, and in short said if its user agreement has been violated, the account will be terminated.
A cybersecurity expert said this type of crime involving crypto and apps are in some cases really hard to trace. This is an interesting story.
Very interesting.
I would be very hesitant.
I
would want to help, but
do not, don't do that.
No.
Yeah, all right. So 78 now, Sarah.
Yeah.
Will we see rain? Big question.
In San Antonio, the chance for rain is low, guys. 20% today, 30% tomorrow. But if you live south of San Antonio, the further south you go, the better rain chances. And I know we do have a lot of ranchers. We have a lot of farmers out there. So better rain chances south of San Antonio. If we can't get it in San Antonio, at least some of South Central Texas is getting some rain this weekend. All right, take a look outside right now. We have got very little clouds out there. In fact, just some cirrus clouds out there early this morning. It's 79 degrees, feels like 82. Humidity is going to be with us for most of the day. So whatever the thermometer reads, you'll want to add on a couple of degrees there. That's what it's going to feel like outside. It's 79 in New Braunfels. Good morning, Kerrville. It's 73, 77 in Uvalde, 81 in Del Rio, 81 in Cotulla, 75 in Beeville, and 75 in Rock Springs. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. We are going to warm up quickly. 85 by 10, 90 by noon, and in the afternoon, we're going to be looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. After about 3 p.m., we'll have a 20% chance for an isolated downpour in San Antonio. 20% is the best we can do today. East winds will be at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. And in the evening, it's going to be a warm and breezy one. Now, as I mentioned, the humidity is going to stay fairly high today. So the temperature will reach about 98, but it's going to feel anywhere from 100 to 105 out there this afternoon because of the high humidity. So make sure to stay hydrated. All right, let's talk about those better rain chances south of San Antonio. Low pressure system right there, really just going to be bringing a slug of Gulf moisture across the coast into South Texas rather, Sunday and Monday. So let me take you through the futurecast. Again, here in San Antonio, our chance for rain and across the KSAT 12 viewing area is fairly low. Our chance for rain is about 20%. As we head into Sunday morning, that moisture will be moving onshore. So unfortunately, it's not a great weekend to go out to the coast, especially near Corpus Christi, Port Aransas, because there's going to be plenty of rain, even some gusty winds as well. And as we head into the day on Sunday, most of the rain will be falling across areas near Beeville, Goliad, Victoria, down toward Corpus Christi, with a couple of isolated downpours making their way toward that I-35 corridor tomorrow during the afternoon. Again, you can notice just how less rain will be falling around San Antonio than to the south of us in South Texas. But there again are plenty of ranch lands out there that need the rain as well. As we head into Monday, that low pressure system will be moving off to the east. Early Monday, we could have some isolated rain in San Antonio, but you can see just how much heavier the rain should be to the south and to the west of San Antonio toward the Rio Grande. Then by Monday afternoon, that rain will be moving off to the west. So how much rain in San Antonio? Again, not much. This is going to be a disappointment, I think, for many people across the hill country and near San Antonio. Less than 1/4 inch of rain. But south of Highway 90, areas like Pleasanton, Pearsall, La Pryor, Eagle Pass, Karnes City, perhaps up to 1 inch of rainfall. That's some good rain through Monday. And then for areas near Corpus Christi and Laredo, about 2 to 5 inches of rainfall. So again, we're going to miss out on the healthier rains here in San Antonio. Temperatures, though, should be a little bit more palatable. Tomorrow, highs will only be in the low to mid 90s. Same story on Monday. The best we can do in the Alamo City is about 30% for rain. We'll be warming back up into the triple digits by the week's end. Coming up, we're going to talk about how much drought is really starting to spread across South Central Texas.
All right, so Sarah, thank you so much. Time now, 8:18, 79 degrees out.
Okay, a house is up for sale and it offers features like no other. How would you like to own your very own cave that came with your house? That story straight ahead.
It's like you're Batman.
Right?
There you go.
I'm Batman.
All right, after the break, we break down San Antonio Food Bank's latest strategy, a one-stop shop to fight hunger and help local families. We're going to explain.
Well, as more and more people tighten their budgets, the San Antonio Food Bank is changing its strategy. It's partnering with the Workforce Solutions Alamo to end hunger.
It's going to be through income. When we can raise the wage in a household, they're less likely going to need the food bank.
To providing opportunities for people.
Workforce Solutions Alamo now has a site at the San Antonio Food Bank. While they're at the food bank, people can look for work and learn basic job skills like also getting food for their families. The new model is being described as a first of its kind in the nation.
And speaking of budgets, Texas here at home, we've been hit with record-breaking heat over the summer, and we are all dealing with inflation. So these issues really collide when it comes to your utility bill. With CPS Energy increasing rates for customers, we want to know how it's impacting you and your family. Take out the phone, pull out the camera app, scan this QR code. It'll take you to a 5-question survey on our website. Your answers can actually help inform our news coverage on this topic. Again, you can find all this. If you don't want to pull out the phone, just head to KSAT.com. It is right on our homepage. Time now, 8:23, 79 degrees out.
All right, up next, are you looking for a house with a man cave? Well, how about a house with an actual cave?
Well done.
This story after the break.
Oh, I started off, do you like natural bridge caverns? If you do, how about having your own in your own backyard?
So realtor Lori Largen has a treasure of a sale on her hands. She's helping a family sell a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home that comes with your own backyard cave. The private property is about a half-mile away from the natural bridge.
And the 4-bedroom, 3-baths are not in the cave.
Yeah,
The cave is an added feature. So people are like, I don't want to live in a cave. No. So owners say that their curiosity, with the help of archaeologists, helped discover unique features which spread about 3 spaces and 30 feet underground. Now, experts told the owners there's even more to uncover.
We have an Edwards Aquifer cave, and the rooms get bigger as you go down. They're vertical rooms. He said that the room below our big room is probably 2 to 3 times the size of the room, our biggest room, which is about 28 by 30.
This is amazing. So, Sarah, would you ever?
If I had the money, yes. So the owner says as she gives tours of the property, she points out the unique features uncovered by archaeologists. The sale of the property is still pending, but she hopes the next owner sees just what a treasure it will inherit. And I believe if you go to KSAT.com, we'll have the price listed on there.
Yes, everything's on there, and it's so cool. And good for them because they really they lit it up. You get like a whole walking tour.
It's beautiful.
It's impressive.
Its own attraction.
All right, so when you buy the house, I'm coming to visit. We'll explore. Time now, 8:28, 79 degrees out.
All right, our next half hour of GMSA, we have details of an early morning shooting on the east side that sent one person speeding to a Whataburger. We'll explain.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. 8:31 this morning. Ooh, all right, so some of us got relief in the weather. We've been record-breaking month after record-breaking month. We've been waiting for rain and seeing some of our colleagues post on Twitter some of the videos. I think it was Patty posted being like, what is this falling from the sky?
Yeah, I think we forgot. We definitely forgot that rain can happen here in San Antonio, Sarah.
I know, we're making a little light of it, but gosh, everybody desperately needs some rain out there. Drought, this is the worst drought since 2011 here this summer. In Saracosta got some good rain. I got nothing where I live, so I feel your pain if you also did not get any rain. And honestly, this weekend, the rain chances are not all that great in San Antonio, but they are better south of San Antonio. We just got the pollen count in. You know, molds were very high yesterday. Today they're down a little bit, but still causing some issues. High on the mold count 7,680 mold spores per cubic meter of air, if you want to get technical about it. All right, so this weekend, only a 20% chance for an isolated shower. Today, it's going to be hot, 98 for the high temperature. And tomorrow, we only can bump up those rain chances to about 30%. Should be in low to mid 90s tomorrow, so not all that bad. Here's what you need to know for the weekend weather. Only isolated rain for San Antonio, and in the hill country we will not see a good rain chance in San Antonio. But south of San Antonio, south of Highway 90, healthy rains are possible across those ranches and farms out there, desperately needing the rain. And humidity this weekend will be high because of tropical air out there. I'll be showing you the Gulf of Mexico, showing you some rain that's moving into South Texas, and what the rain chances are depending on where you live across our viewing area. Sarah, Max.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, a man walking with his brother feels something on his leg and realizes he's been shot. This happened in the 300 block of Roland Avenue before 2:30. Police say those two brothers were hanging out at a soccer field and they were walking to their truck when one of them noticed he'd been shot. The men drove to a nearby Whataburger restaurant to call police. The victim was taken to the hospital in stable condition, and he told police he believes he was hit by a stray bullet. Police are still investigating.
But it's the weekend, you might have some big plans out and about in the city today or tomorrow, but be aware, TxDOT crews will be out there as well. They're going to be working on some projects, and that means some areas will be shut down. Stephen Cavazos helps you navigate around the Alamo City.
If you have weekend plans to take you in and around the Alamo City, make sure to plan your commute ahead of time. We can expect several active construction spots to be active throughout the weekend, so let's go ahead and take a look, see what you can expect. We're first going to start here, actually, off I-35 over on the northeast side of San Antonio. This is something we want drivers to be prepared for because it's work that's been taking place since Sunday, August 7th, and the work's actually going to continue up until Saturday, August 13th. 9 in the evening to 5 in the morning is when you can expect that work to take place. You can see a right lane closure on I-35 southbound frontage road. That's going to be from Randolph Boulevard to Frat Road. And the work will continue the next day over here off Loop 410 on the west side of San Antonio. Barrier work will begin on Saturday, August 13th and last a full week up until August 20th. It will take place during the day, so make sure to watch out for those crews from 7 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. And it's during that time we're going to see a full closure of the northbound entrance ramp from Marbach Road. Let's take another look at what you can expect on Monday, actually. Loop 1604 on the northwest side of San Antonio. Lots of work takes place there, but barrier setting is what we're going to see. That will last all the way up until Monday, August 15th. Should be around 3 in the afternoon. During that time, an alternating westbound frontage road lane closure is what you can expect from I-10 to Bandera Road, that's State Highway 16. But of course, that information along with other areas is posted on our website. You can grab those phones, scan that QR code. That will take you directly to the KSAT traffic page, and that has the list of all the closures taking place in and around the Alamo City.
Thank you, Stephen. Well, happening now, a car show underway displaying all kinds of makes and models of vehicles.
Our Jonathan Cotto is live at Six Flags and has more about what's happening out there. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Max. That's right. I'm here live at Cars and Coffee, and none other with the organizer of this event. Oh, Chris, good morning. Thank you for being with us this morning.
My pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Now, this looks like a major success, and surely it's taken a lot of effort, a lot of organizing, and a lot of coordination. How does that look like for you?
Well, a lot of work. Expel is the one that's behind all this with our host, Six Flags. I try to stay out of the limelight because what this is really about, this is Expel's corporate headquarters here in San Antonio. We're a global company, and this is kind of our way of giving back to the community. And those who've attended this have been coming for several years. And if you look around at the size crowd out here, the variety of vehicles we have, from very expensive contemporary vehicles to very nice classics, it draws that entire spectrum of what I would call the car community. And everybody's welcome, and that's what it's all about. It's about us giving back to the San Antonio community, car community in particular.
Chris, I absolutely love that. And one thing that we were both admiring here just a couple minutes ago is the fact that families are out here. They're taking pictures with their kiddos in front of these beautiful cars, and it's just become such a wonderful experience.
That's what honestly puts a smile on my heart, in my face. It really does. Watching people take pictures in front of these beautiful cars. Again, everybody's definition of beautiful is different, but that's what this offers. It's something for everybody, and you're absolutely right. I love seeing the families come. We intentionally run it cold, and with that in mind, because we do want the families to come out here. We want them to feel safe. And that's what, again, I keep saying that, but that's what it goes back to the community. And the community involves everyone that can come out here. So we absolutely love families.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for having us. Thank you for putting this amazing event together. We really, really appreciate it. And we'll be talking to you here in the next half hour. Thank you so much for everything.
My pleasure. Glad you guys came out. Thank you so much.
Thank you. There you have it, folks. About 1,000 unique and classic cars are on display here in the parking lot of Six Flags. If you have nothing to do, make your way on over. There's food. I've already gotten a free business card on free chips and salsa. And there's also barbecue, not to mention hot dogs. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Jonathan. A lot going on around the country. President Joe Biden and the Democrats, they're on Capitol Hill, and they're celebrating a major legislative victory. House Democrats passing the $740 billion Inflation Reduction Act. President Joe Biden says he does plan to sign it.
It's the biggest climate-fighting investment in the U.S.'s history, and helps people with prescription drug costs. But the bill is receiving some pushback. ABC's Karina Mitchell.
$740 billion package on healthcare and climate change. It includes tax credits for purchasing electric vehicles and tax breaks for Americans who install solar panels on their homes.
It is going to put us on a trajectory to lower CO2 emissions in the United States by 40% in 2030.
The bill also lowers premiums for Americans buying their own insurance, allows Medicare for the first time to negotiate the price of certain drugs, and limits out-of-pocket prescription drug costs for seniors on Medicare to $2,000 per year. It also raises taxes on the largest corporations and wealthiest Americans. But the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office says the changes would have a negligible impact on inflation the next 2 years, a sentiment echoed by the analysis at the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania. Republicans believe the bill will hurt middle America.
Kind of unnecessary. If you think that the tax code is so complicated and difficult to enforce, then maybe simplify the tax code. That would be the proper solution to that, instead of just trying to catch middle America in their mistakes, which you obviously will make if you do your own taxes. It's pretty difficult.
President Biden says he'll sign the bill into law next week and hold a celebration next month. Karina Mitchell, ABC News, New York.
Time now, 8:40, 80 degrees out.
So to come, Texas Eats serving up delicious food in form of comfort food for, what, are those wings?
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. We're going to have to see in just a bit.
All right. And here you go. This was your story.
Yeah, if you're ready to get outdoors in your next adventure, Texas Parks and Wildlife has you covered. We'll take you to the latest spot on the new Texas Paddling Trail.
Let's take a live look out of the Alamo City, 841 right now, 80 degrees out there. What is the rest of the day? What does the weekend look like? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. Good morning and welcome back. Happy weekend. So Texas Parks and Wildlife, they're announcing the opening of a new paddling trail on the Toledo Bend Reservoir in Far East Texas.
So the trail is now open and ready for canoeing or kayaking adventures. The Toledo Bend Patroon Bayou Paddling Trail lets you explore a quieter part of the Toledo Bend Reservoir. It's located about 80 miles northeast of Beaumont on the Sabine River. Texas Parks and Wildlife says by adventuring through this side arm of the lake, paddlers will experience great bird watching and fishing and enjoy views of the surrounding national forest lands. Paddlers can access this loop trail at Holly Park Marina, so no shuttle is needed. The trail length ranges from 2 to 8 miles depending on the chosen route and takes up to 6 hours to complete. If fishing is the objective, ample opportunities abound to reel in a big catch. Largemouth bass are the most popular game fish at Toledo Bend. The Texas Paddling Trails program helps promote habitat conservation through sustainable economic development while providing additional recreational opportunities to the public. To learn more, just visit Texas Paddling Trails website.
Well, whether you're paddling or perhaps floating on the river or maybe just enjoying some time by the pool today, Here's a look at what you can expect. Here's your poolside forecast. You know, most of the day today is just going to be hot and humid. In fact, for the majority of us, that's the day. We'll be up to 98 degrees this afternoon with only a 20% chance for an isolated downpour. Winds are going to be from the east today at about 5 to 15, gusting up to 20 miles per hour. And as far as the UV index goes, it's going to be very high. Skin damage time within less than 20 minutes. So I know not all the kids have started back at school. So if you're trying to soak up the last week into summer, by the pool, it should be an okay day to do that. But out at the Gulf of Mexico, you can see that there are quite a bit of showers and storms out there. There's a low pressure system out there that's going to be moving onto shore here in the coming days, bringing a lot of tropical moisture into South Texas. Now here in San Antonio, we're going to miss out on a lot of the very heavy and healthy rains, unfortunately. Let me take you through the future cast here. Again, during the day today, only an isolated downpour is possible. It's going to be hot. By Sunday morning, that low will be bringing that moisture into Corpus Christi, Port Aransas. So if you have plans to be on the coast this weekend, Sunday is going to be a pretty messy day, pretty rainy and even a little gusty out there. And then as we head into Sunday during the midday hours, 1 or 2 showers or storms could make it to the I-35 corridor, but you can clearly see that the better rain chances are going to be south of San Antonio, south of Highway 90 throughout the day on Sunday. Our rain chance on Sunday is only about 30% in San Antonio, but plenty of ranch lands and farmers south of Highway 90 are really going to be benefiting from this rainfall. So even though the majority of us in San Antonio won't see rain, it's nice to see that our neighbors to the south are going to see some much needed rainfall. This is a look at Monday morning. By then the low is going to be off to the west of the Rio Grande, and so a lot of rain is possible on Monday south of San Antonio, with only 1 or 2 isolated downpours making it to the Alamo City once again on Monday. Then by Monday afternoon and late evening, that low is going to be out of here, taking rain chances with it. So in San Antonio, not a great chance for rain in the coming days. 20% today, 30% on Sunday and Monday, but it's those south of Highway 90, closer to Cotulla, Beeville, even out toward Eagle Pass that have a much better rain chance Sunday and Monday when that low is moving through South Texas. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to miss out on the good rain here in San Antonio. But even these areas that are going to get the heavier rain still in extreme and exceptional drought, so that is good news for them. We've been dealt with this weekend and into early next week. We're dealing with exceptional drought, the worst drought we've had since 2011. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast will be at 90 by noon, and in the afternoon, temperatures are going to be in the 90s. It's going to be humid. A heat index value up to 100 to 105 this afternoon. Topping off, though, the thermometer at about 98, 20% chance for an isolated downpour. Most of us will remain dry. It'll be 100 in Uvalde, 100 Carrizo Springs, 99 in Cotulla, 97 in Kerrville, 93 in Rock Springs, 102 in Del Rio, 100 in Seguin, 100 in New Braunfels, 99 in Castroville, 99 at Stinson, and 97 in Comfort and Kerrville. Okay, just to summarize everything I said, a few isolated downpours over the coming days for us. We'll only see highs in the low to mid 90s tomorrow and Monday, so that's some good news. A little extra cloud cover. We will be back to the triple digits by Thursday and Friday. The pollen count for you in the next half hour. Next, Sarah.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. Just about 8:50, 81 degrees out.
All right, your sneak peek of today's episode of Texas Eats, that's coming up after the break.
Good morning and welcome back. Texas Eats starts at 10 a.m. David Elder taking us to a chicken sandwich shop.
Can't be bad. And the cook is serving up some seriously hot sandwiches.
This right here is the extra hot chicken out here at Miko's Hot Chicken. And it has the hottest pepper in the world, the Carolina Reaper thing. They gave me a glove because they didn't want me to have it on my fingers. This looks like something evil. You could just, just smell it, and it's crazy, but here we go. I'm gonna kind of be a baby. I'm gonna dunk it in the ranch a little bit so it's gonna go down a little bit smoother. That's the bite. I shouldn't have done it, but I did it. I need milk. Oh, Miko, thank you so much. You gotta get milk. If you're gonna do it, have a glass of milk ready. Unless you're crazy, go for it. I drank a little bit of the ranch, it didn't help. You gotta go for the milk.
All right.
Did he just say he drank ranch?
Yeah.
Like take it like ranch shots?
Yeah, pretty much. But it was just to subside the spiciness. Do you do
I'm gonna
blue
go to the
cheese?
bar and be like, hey, can I get a shot of ranch,
Please don't do that. Blue cheese or ranch?
I'm a ranch girl.
Okay. Blue cheese, me too.
Oh, I guess I'm just a basic ranch girl.
Okay. 8:54, 81 degrees out.
All right, a couple leaves out a winning lottery ticket that ends up ripped into pieces by their puppies. Oh no! The rest of the story, that's after the break.
Good morning and welcome back. So, you've all heard the excuse of my dog ate my homework.
Right.
All right, so 2 lottery officials in Oregon, they got some sort of iteration of that story. They got a lottery ticket, and well, the owners of the ticket said that the puppies got to it.
And it was a winning lottery ticket. So they figured they wouldn't be able to cash in the ticket, but wanted to share their funny story. Turns out the letter was worth more than just a few laughs. They had an $8 winner on their hands.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, it could have been much worse.
You know what? The puppies were probably just celebrating.
Yes. It wasn't the $1 billion ticket. That would have been heartbreaking.
Can you imagine if it was the Mega Million, the $1 billion Mega Million ticket? They have to take it.
Time now, 8:57, 82 degrees out.
All right, still ahead on GMSA, the fairly recent cult classic Mean Girls. This is Max Massey's favorite movie of all time. He can quote it, leaves the big screen and hits a local stage as a musical. We're taking you behind the scenes to talk with the cast.
And a violent start to the weekend, a deadly shooting on the city's east side. We'll tell you the full story, still ahead. New details this morning on an early morning deadly shooting. We have the latest details from police and from investigators.
Well, we had some rain the last couple of days. Will that trend continue today? Sarah Spivey will have that answer in just a bit.
It was a gorgeous shot of downtown.
Beautiful out there.
Oh my goodness. Beautiful start to a beautiful Saturday, 9:01 this morning. It is August 13th. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. And I gotta say, seeing the rain, I'm so infatuated with the rain because we haven't seen it in so long.
I know, Sarah, I know we're used to seeing these like teaser clouds that we talked about. Mm-hmm. No teaser clouds out there today.
No, you know, the rain chances for San Antonio are not great this weekend. I'll level with you. 20% today, 30% tomorrow, but it's not all bad news because all of Texas needs rain. Our farmers and ranchers south of San Antonio desperately need rain, and they have a lot better of a chance to see some showers and storms this weekend and into early next week than we do in San Antonio. Now, we did receive some rain, especially on Thursday in places. That made the molds go very high. Today, though, molds have fallen. They're still high, past 7,000, but yesterday it was at 13,000. So we are seeing it trend down, but if you're allergic to mold, you'll definitely feel it out there. Here's a snapshot of the weekend for you. 20% isolated today. It's mainly just going to be a hot and humid day in San Antonio. 98 for the high temperature. We boost those rain chances slightly tomorrow to 30%, but again, it's going to be a mainly dry one. Now, temperatures will fall. It'll be 94 for the high temperature tomorrow. I mentioned that those ranchers and farmers in South Texas are going to benefit from some rain. Here's the reason why. Gulf of Mexico low pressure system expected to move onto shore in the coming days, bringing rain for some across our viewing area. Not necessarily good rain in San Antonio, but those south. So coming up, we'll show you the futurecast and how much rain some areas south of San Antonio can see. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, gunshots on the east side early this morning, and San Antonio police say they found a man shot in the neck lying on the side of the street. Officers found this victim in a pool of blood at North Polaris and Canton Street just after 1:30 a.m. People who live in the neighborhood heard gunshots. They called 911. When the ambulance arrived, that victim rushed to the hospital in critical condition. That's where police say he died a short time later. Right now, police still investigating, trying to figure out who is responsible and what exactly happened. But at last check, No one is in custody.
Another shooting happened an hour before. This one happening on the city's west side. It sent an 18-year-old to the hospital with 2 gunshot wounds. Police say the victim claims he was shot in the arm and a leg at a party and says a friend dropped him off at his house at the 200 block of Joe Blank's Street near Old Highway 90. Now, officers say his mother called police. The teen was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Police are investigating and searching for the friend who dropped him off.
Topping your morning headlines, renowned author Salman Rushdie in the hospital after being attacked, stabbed while on stage in New York. So New York State police say the 75-year-old stabbed in the neck. He was airlifted to the hospital. This was right before he was scheduled to give a lecture. A suspect was immediately taken into custody. He has been identified as a 24-year-old.
Well, Fox News in San Diego reports the U.S. consulate in Tijuana, Mexico, is asking the American government employees to shelter in place until further notice after reports of violence in parts of Baja California. So reports of multiple vehicle fires, roadblocks, and a heavy police activity prompted the announcement from government officials. A shooting in Ciudad Juarez reportedly killed several people, but the number of casualties is not known at this time. Classes at 2 nearby universities were canceled due to the violence. And back here at home, Uvalde CISD is once again set to discuss a termination of School District Police Chief Pete Arredondo.
So all this according to the school board's agenda for its next meeting. Now, the regular school board meeting is scheduled for this coming Monday, that is August 15th. The discussion regarding the possible termination of Arredondo will take place in a closed session with legal counsel. That way, they can advise on any procedural rules.
The board is also slated to receive updates on legal issues surrounding the Robb Elementary property. So this is the third meeting the school board has scheduled where Arredondo's future as district police chief has been on the agenda.
Obviously, we are following the story extremely closely. We're going to let you know if there are any decisions or updates before this meeting happens. And of course, we're going to have everything on air and online at KSAT.com. Well, happening now, a car show underway displaying all kinds of makes and models.
Our Jonathan Cotto is live at Six Flags with more. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Sarah, and that's right, Max. All kinds of makes and models, including a Wienermobile. But this event has been able to gather people from across the city and also across the state. It's been a big deal, drawing in car enthusiasts like my friend Mark. Good morning, Mark. How are you?
Morning. Fine, thank you.
Now, how do you feel about being at this event? It's a beautiful Saturday. Is this your first time coming to a car show?
It is my first time to a big car show like this, so yeah. It was kind of early in the morning, but you know what? It's actually turned out to be real nice.
Now, what has been one of your favorite cars that you've been able to see here this morning?
Probably going to be a gray, graphite black GT500 that I just saw recently. It looked like a 2022.
Nice, nice. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I know you're here with your family. This is a great family event. Any words to the organizers who put this all together?
Oh, it was actually a fantastic job that they put together. And quite honestly, looking at all these cars, both old and new, man, it's a great little environment for family to come out and enjoy.
Mark, well, thank you so much for speaking with us. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. It's a beautiful day. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Well, there you have it, Max and Sarah. This event has just been one huge success. It's been put together by Cars and Coffee. And if you've missed it today, it's starting to wind down here a little bit. But if you weren't able to come out, this event is taking place every second Saturday of every month. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Jonathan. Time now 9:07, 82 degrees out.
Well, still ahead on GMSA at 9, a man in the Northeast won the lottery more than once.
Oh.
How he pulled it off in just minutes. Plus, here's what's coming up next.
Get in the car, loser. We're going to the Majestic Theater to go backstage for the Mean Girls National Tour.
That is awesome.
That was a great reference to Max Massey's favorite movie of all time.
It's phenomenal. Speaking of phenomenal, taking a live look out there. 83 right now. What does the rest of the day look like? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey for your full forecast. Have heard the name of Tina Fey's movie Mean Girls. Well, now the amazing movie is a Broadway musical, and it is performing right here in San Antonio this weekend at the Majestic Theater.
For those of you that don't know, Max loves the movie Mean Girls. He quotes it almost every day.
Every day.
It's part of their national tour. Our KSAT producer, Alexis Page, got to go backstage and talk with the cast. Take a look.
Fetch may never be happening, but Mean Girls is at the Majestic this weekend. We went backstage with the cast of the national tour to find out why on Wednesdays we wear pink.
It's just like the movie, but it's better because they're singing and dancing. You know what I mean?
Yes,
That's really
yes.
what it is.
Yeah.
And it's just so exciting. It's like a riot. The crowd has a great time. It's like a big party every night. I think, too, our cast reflects a lot more of what you would see in a normal high school.
Yes.
You know, there is a lot of diversity, and it's really, I think it's important for audiences, especially in today, to see themselves represented on stage.
Yes.
And, you know, for all the little girls and boys and everyone who comes to the show, and they can see themselves up there and be like, I can do that too.
We asked the cast what it's like to work on a national tour with both a female-led cast and a female-led production team.
I've done a lot of work in my career in houses where everyone on the team, everyone in the orchestra, everyone in stage management is a male. And to have a change is really lovely. It's like a nice, it feels very empowering. It's really inspiring to do a script that has characters written by a female who kind of understand that there's a lot of depth there that I hope women can see in the audience. It's been a dream come true, honestly.
The Mean Girls National Tour is happening at the Majestic Theater this weekend. For show dates and times, head to KSAT.com. Alexis Page, KSAT 12 News.
Do you already have your tickets?
Looks super cute. No, I want to go see that.
All right. You guys have fun. Sarah's already wearing pink. She's ready to go.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it. You know, I wish I could say we have better rain chances in San Antonio over the next few days, but we've actually trimmed down rain chances because most of the energy will be focused in South Texas over the coming days when it comes to rain. But hey, we're at the point where any rain for Texas is good rain for us because this is the worst drought we've seen since 2011. Outside right now, it's totally sunny and 84 degrees. It feels like it's 90 though already because the humidity is pretty high. Outside right now, take a look at these temperatures in the satellite. A little bit more cloud cover out west toward Del Rio. Good morning, Del Rio. It's 83 degrees. 78 in Kerrville, 86 in New Braunfels, 83 in Pleasanton. You can see the showers and storms bubbling across the coast there near Corpus Christi. 86 at Stinson, 86 in Castroville. It's 86 in New Braunfels and 81 in Bulverde. Still in the 70s in the Hill Country. All right, your KSAT 12-hour forecast as you're planning your day. Plan for the heat, plan for the humidity. We'll be at 90 by noon, and then in the afternoon, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 90s, forecasting a high temperature of 98. And after about 3 p.m., that's when we'll have a 20% chance for an isolated shower or storm. Not a good chance for rain today. If you get some rain, you'll be lucky. And then into the evening, it's just going to be a warm one. Temperatures will be falling into the 80s after sunset. Winds today from the east at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Keep in mind that humidity will be high today, so add on a couple of degrees to what the thermometer reads. You'll have a heat index value today, depending on where you live, anywhere from 100 to 105. So stay hydrated if you have those outdoor plans. All right, let's talk about the good rain for South Texas. Now, here in San Antonio, again, we're going to be on the edge, just a few isolated showers and storms over the weekend and into early next week. But low pressure system that's becoming more organized is going to be bringing some showers and storms onto the coast as early as tomorrow, and then we're going to be seeing it move across South Texas in the coming days. Here's a look at this afternoon. Again, very low chance for an isolated shower storm. Then by tomorrow in the early morning hours, we're really going to start to see some more showers and storms out near Corpus Christi, Port Aransas. Not a great weekend to go out to the coast this weekend because of the high amounts of rain that's expected there. And then as we head into early Sunday, you know, one or two isolated downpours can be moving into that I-35 corridor, but as you can clearly see, the bulk of the rain will be south of Highway 90 throughout areas in South Texas and closer to Cotulla and Laredo by about tomorrow afternoon. And again, 1 or 2 isolated downpours near San Antonio throughout Monday as well. But really the heavier rain, especially on Monday, is going to be south and west of San Antonio. So good for those ranchers and farmers down south. That will help us out with the economy too. You know, getting those crops irrigated without water is without irrigation is important. And so as far as rainfall potential goes, though, for us in San Antonio, again, does not look great through Monday. Probably less than 1/4 inch of rainfall. But for areas like La Pryor, Eagle Pass, Carrizo Springs, Cotulla, southern Atascosa County, Karnes City, maybe up to 1 inch of rain with up to 2 to 5 inches of rain from Laredo to Corpus Christi. There could be some flooding issues well down south near Laredo and Corpus Christi. So short end of the stick in San Antonio, 30% chance isolated showers and storms tomorrow and Monday. At least those temperatures will be a little bit more temperate. Highs in the low to mid 90s. We'll be rebounding back to the triple digits by Thursday and Friday. Coming up in the next half hour, we're going to take a look at area lakes and reservoirs. Max, Sarah.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 9:17, 84 degrees out.
Right, if you had the chance, what would you name a newly famous baby hippo? Look at the little ears. Oh my gosh. All right, so what the Cincinnati Zoo is saying about their newest bundle of joy.
Are you plotting names?
I am.
Okay. After the break, a farm. Oh, here you go. This is you. Go for it.
All right, so a farm is working to get the monarch butterfly off the endangered species list. We'll look at what they're up to. That's next.
We'll take a quick look at those lotto numbers. Pick 3, 395, Fireball 1, Daily 4, 0, 663, Fireball 8.
Catch 5, 4, 19, 23, 26, 28. Here are the Mega Millions numbers: 23, 24, 50, 54, 64, Mega Ball 3, Megaplier 3.
Good morning and welcome back. So as Sarah's reported extensively over the past month, the famous and beautiful monarch butterfly
in Wisconsin, and they're working to change that. So they're called the Monarch Society in the Fox River Valley, and they have released 6 butterflies into the wild. So this year, they're also using resources at their disposal for free hands-on teaching for students, and of course, planting milkweed at the Green Bay Botanical Garden.
Monarch caterpillars, they can't eat anything else. All they eat is milkweed, and there's a number of varieties of it, but because of that, they're really limited to the environments that they can be in.
So the group says milkweed is easy to grow and it can live in most parts of the eastern U.S. and Canada.
All right, so you've reported on this extensively here at home. What can people here do locally, and how big a problem is this?
It is a problem. And it's because of the pesticides use and those traveling. It's the migrating monarchs, mind you. They are different species from the monarch. They're a subspecies. And so they used to have all this milkweed available in the corn and soybeans fields when they would travel from Canada to Mexico. Those have since been depleted from pesticides. So what you can do at home is plant native milkweed. It's hard to find, so you have to plant it from seeds. It's hard to find native milkweed to South Texas at the nurseries. They do have hippo. We'll tell you what they are after this.
Good morning and welcome back. So if you've ever won a scratch-off ticket, you've probably felt like the luckiest person in the city. But what about winning scratch-off twice? That's a real reality for a man from Delaware. So we're going to introduce you to Dwayne Ketterman. He is enjoying his second win in just the last month. He's won more than $30,000, and this follows early July when he won $18,000. So both lucky strikes. Sarah's just shaking her head.
Not fair.
Both lucky strikes in Maryland's racetrack skin. So the 43-year-old power line technician routine that includes, obviously, buying lottery tickets. Ketterman says he couldn't even believe he won the first time. He plans to put the money away for a rainy day. Smart man.
Smart man. All right, the Cincinnati Zoo is close to giving its new baby hippo a name. So officials say after getting thousands of suggestions from around the world, they've narrowed it down to 2. The baby will be either called Fritz or Ferguson.
Oh.
So you can vote for your favorite at the cincinnatizoo.org. The winner is expected to be announced next week. What's your choice, Fritz or Ferguson?
I really got to contemplate it. It's a big decision.
Sarah Spivey says she likes Fritz. I like Ferguson.
I was going to say, if Sarah says Fritz, obviously you're going to go with Ferguson.
I wanted Ferguson, like little Fergie.
Oh my
Fergalicious.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Time now, 9:27, 84 degrees out.
All right, coming up next at 9:30, a heartwarming reunion for 3 kids and their dad who's been gone for months on deployment.
Oh, I love these.
Get the tissues ready.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. It is 9:30 this morning. It is Saturday. We start every show with what? So Sarah, what's going on with the weather?
Rain chances south of San Antonio, good for the ranchers and farmers down south of San Antonio, south of Highway 90. We did see a little bit of rain this past week, hit or miss downpours. It really made the molds go up. Today, even though molds are high past 7,000, they are down from yesterday, which is good. Here's a snapshot of your weekend. 98 today, feeling like 100 because of high humidity, 20% chance for an isolated downpour. So it's mainly just going to be a hot and humid day today. Hot and humid tomorrow, too. Shaving off a few degrees, though. 94 for the high temperature. Slightly better rain chances, 30%. But this is not going to be the drought-denting rain we need in San Antonio. So looking at just a couple of headlines for you, only isolated rain for San Antonio in the Hill Country. However, south of San Antonio, healthy rains are possible across ranches and farms, which desperately need the rain. And it will stay humid all weekend long with tropical air, very humid air mass moving overhead, bringing those south of San Antonio some decent rainfall. Coming up, we're going to show you the future forecast, show you exactly what I mean by San Antonio kind of missing out on the healthier rainfall in just a few minutes. Max, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning on KSAT.com, the family of Vanessa Guillen, the Texas soldier who was sexually harassed and killed at Fort Hood back in 2020. Well, the family is now seeking $35 million in damages. All this according to a lawsuit filed against the government. So obviously a story we've been following very closely over the last couple of years. Vanessa Guillen was killed by a fellow soldier at Fort Hood. An investigation later found that she was also sexually harassed and leaders failed to take action. The lawsuit describes 2 instances which she was harassed, but told family she could not report for fear of retaliation.
Well, this morning, a young woman badly injured by a bison. She's speaking out from her hospital bed.
It's what's being called a top of her. Here's Janae Norman with the story.
I'm in the forest. A buffalo just hit my friend.
The harrowing story of coming face to face with a bison, the animal launching 19-year-old Amelia Dean 15 feet into the air, incredibly living to tell about it this morning.
He was in front of me so quickly. I don't know how long it was, but it was under 10 seconds.
Visiting from the UK, Dean says she was on day 2 of a month-long cross-country road trip with a friend. While hiking at Custer State Park in South Dakota, the pair came across this bison. Dean says they tried to walk around the animal to avoid disrupting it, but it was too late. The nearly 2,000-pound animal charging Dean from over 100 yards away.
I panicked and I just froze, and he stopped right in front of me. We just kind of looked at each other, and I looked right into his eyes for a few seconds, and he looked at me and he was kind of breathing heavily, and then he just ducked into me.
The bison's horns piercing through Dean's left thigh.
She's crying and the buffalo is right over her. Someone's coming. Just be calm, okay? She's bleeding.
Paramedics rushing to the scene. Dean's left leg mutilated, suffering damage to the main artery and nerves, leaving her paralyzed below the knee.
I can't really blame the bison. We were doing like everything we should have been doing. It's just a freak accident. It happens. Sometimes they are wild animals. You never know.
That was Sinead Norman reporting. Looking ahead, we want to mention a school supply giveaway happening later today here at home. It'll be at the station on West Hine Road on the east side. That's near Martin Luther King Park. It starts in less than 30 minutes, 10 a.m. They're going to be giving out 1,000 backpacks and 500 food boxes, all part of the 17th annual Gospel Vision Back to School Bash. And looking ahead, something we're all excited about. We're counting down the days until the inaugural KSAT Pigskin Classic.
Very excited about this. We'll be showcasing 6 local high school football teams over 3 games in one day at the Alamo Dome. It's all happening 3 weeks from today on August 27th.
Huge event that we're all very excited about. You can check out the matchups on your screen right now. Over the next couple weeks, David Sears and RJ Marquez will be previewing these games on GMSA at 9 a.m. this Wednesday.
Tickets now to watch the games at the Alamo Dome. Tickets are on sale right now at any Las Palapas location in San Antonio. They are $15 each, and they are good for 1 game or all 3 games.
And you're also going to be able to buy tickets at the Alamo Dome beginning on the 22nd. If you have any questions, find all the information right now. Just head to KSAT.com. This is so cool.
It's very cool. We're going to be there live the morning. We're going to actually anchor GMSA from the Alamo Dome. We're going to have baseball hands on deck. Anyone who works at KSAT most likely will be there helping out. It's going to be a fun day.
I'm bringing a football. Time now, 9:36, 84 degrees out.
All right, still ahead, we're taking you to a San Antonio home that's trending online. An exclusive look at this underground treasure that comes with purchasing the home.
Let's take a live look at the Alamo City. All right, we started today at about 78 degrees, already 86. How hot will it get? When could we see rain? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a bit. Welcome back. A sad update about Anne Heche. The actress declared brain dead, but she is being kept on life support for the possibility of an organ donation.
ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest from LA.
This morning, Hollywood is grieving the loss of actress Anne Heche. Heche on life support after slipping into a coma following a fiery crash in Los Angeles exactly 1 week ago. According to reps, she still has a heartbeat but is still on machines, but only for the sake of preserving her organs for donation. Her family writing, "We have lost a bright light, a kind and most joyful soul, a loving mother, and a loyal friend." Heche's 20-year-old son, Homer, also expressing his anguish, releasing a statement saying, "My brother Atlas and I lost our mom. After 6 days of almost unbelievable emotional swings, I'm left with a deep, wordless sadness." Heche was rushed to a Los Angeles area burn center just 1 week ago when authorities say she crashed her blue Mini Cooper into this home, the car exploding into flames seconds later. According to the Los Angeles Police Department, blood tests showed Heche had narcotics in her system, though investigators noted that her blood was drawn after she began getting treatment at the hospital. The LAPD now telling ABC News the criminal investigation is over. Heche rose to fame on daytime television's Another World. She'd become a breakout actress in films like 6 Days, 7 Nights, and Volcano. But Heche also endured her own personal drama off-screen, mostly after her high-profile split with Ellen DeGeneres in 2000, where she struggled with sobriety. Ellen DeGeneres tweeting following the news of Anne's death, saying, "This is a sad day. I'm sending Anne's children, family, and friends all of my love." And Anne Heche's work continues. According to IMBD, she has several projects in post-production, including Supercell, a movie alongside actor Alec Baldwin, and The Idol. That's a show airing on HBO. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, back here at home on KSAT.com, Texas has been hit with record-breaking heat over the summer, and we are all dealing with inflation. Those issues really colliding when it comes to your utility bill.
With CPS Energy increasing rates for customers, we want to know how it's impacting you. Take out your phone, just scan this QR code with your camera app. It will take you to a 5-question survey on our website. Your answers will help our news coverage on this topic. Again, you can find this on KSAT.com on the homepage. And with family budgets getting even tighter due to inflation, San Antonio's food bank is changing its strategy. It's partnering with Workforce Solutions Alamo to end hunger.
It's going to be through income. When we can raise the wage in a household, they're less likely going to need the food bank.
We think that we're the food for their lifetime in terms of providing opportunities for people.
Workforce Solutions Alamo now has a site at the San Antonio Food Bank. 3 people can look for work and learn basic job skills there while also getting food for their families. The new model is being described as a first of its kind in the nation.
All right, it is already 86 degrees, Sarah Spivey. We started in the 70s.
Oh my goodness, today is going to be hot, plain and simple. A few isolated downpours. I know, Sarah. I know. I feel it too. You got good rain on Thursday. I got nothing. These hit or miss downpours are just not going to help us out when it comes to the drought. But parts of Texas, South Texas even, will be getting some good rain in the coming days. Unfortunately, take a look at these area reservoir levels. Medina Lake, 9.6% full, down 33 feet in just the past year. Amistad, 30.5% full. The lowest levels it's been since its inundation. And even Canyon Lake, which is still 88.5% full, some boat ramps have been closed there because those levels are fairly low. And as I mentioned, rain chances here in San Antonio are fairly hit or miss. An isolated downpour today, 30% chance tomorrow and Monday, but much better rain. There's an area of low pressure that's bringing some healthy rains to South Texas over the coming days. Notice that in Corpus Christi, it's already starting to rain across the bays. This is going to be a bad weekend for any trips to the coast because it's expected to rain today and tomorrow as well. There's that low pressure system. It's going to be tracking across South Texas. Here's a look at the high-res futurecast today. Again, an isolated downpour is possible, but mainly the rain will be into tomorrow. And that piece of energy moves onshore. We are going to see more coverage south of Highway 90. This could be flung in our direction here along that I-35 corridor, but again, the chance for rain is only about 30%. And we'll be continuing to see heavier rains further on south as that low pressure system moves off to the west. Then as we head into Monday, better rain chances for folks across near areas near Cotulla, Uvalde, and Del Rio, and then that low is going to be pushing off to the west, taking its rain chances with it by Monday night. So as we look again at the areas that have the best chance for rain, it really is going to be south of Highway 90. Even around Pleasanton, only about a 40% chance Sunday and Monday. Way better rain chances, Eagle Pass, Cotulla, Beeville, 70% Sunday and Monday. Today, the chance for rain is only 20% around San Antonio. And these areas that are expected to have the healthier rain still in extreme and exceptional drought. So once again, farmers and ranchers in those areas are going to benefit from this rain. It's just that unfortunate that here in San Antonio and across the hill country, our rain chances are very low. We too are in an exceptional drought, the worst one since 2011. Many of us remember that drought in 2011. Looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, will be at 90 degrees by noon. It's going to be a hot afternoon. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 90s. 98 for the high temperature. Heat index value as high as 100, 105 because of the high humidity. And then after the sun sets, temperatures will be in the 80s. You'll be lucky if you see any rain today around San Antonio. 102 in Del Rio, 100 in Hondo. Pleasanton, you'll be at 99, 99 in Canyon Lake, 96 in Fredericksburg, 97 in Kerrville, New Braunfels, Seguin, y'all will be at 100. 101 Sabinal, 99 in Poteet, 98 in Floresville. And taking a look at the 7-day forecast again, even though our rain chances have gone down Sunday and Monday, only 30%, highs should only be in the low to mid 90s. So that's some good news there for us. We'll be back though near triple digits by Thursday and Friday.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 9:47, 86 degrees out.
All right, still to come. Get the tissues ready. An amazing reunion for a trio of kids who've been missing their dad on deployment. We have that story when we come back. Well, this morning, a local realtor has a treasure of a sale on her hands.
All right, so she says she's helping a family sell a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home here in our area. And here's the kicker. It has a backyard cave. So the private property is about a half-mile away from the Natural Bridge Caverns. Owners say the discovery started when they found, well, a cave. Their curiosity, with the help of an archaeologist, helped discover these unique features. It's about 30 feet underground, and experts have told the owners there is even more to discover.
We have an Edwards Aquifer cave, and the rooms get bigger as you go down. They're vertical rooms. He said that the room below our big room is probably 2 to 3 times the size of the room, our biggest room, which is about 28 by 30.
All right, so the owner says she gives tours of the property and points out the unique features uncovered by archaeologists. And if you take a look, it's so impressive how you have like the railings there, you have the steps, you have the lights.
Made into a full attraction.
It's amazing. It's like the Batcave.
It's very cool.
Yeah. All right. Also cool. An amazing story. So excited. Also very emotional. 3 kids, Julian, Sky, and Jason, part of a military family whose dad has been deployed for 7 months.
Get the tissues ready. At a Little League ballpark, the family was honored and got a special surprise. Take a look. Their dad said surprising them was honestly one of the greatest moments of his life. He said, days when he was going to be able to see them again. So did you see that ball? It said, I guess they were looking at the ball and says, look up, I'm like behind you. And he surprised them.
That gets me every time.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Time now, 9:52, 87 degrees out.
All right, here's what's coming up next on Texas Eats.
And I want to start with these tacos right here in the front because you got 3 tacos on there, but those are loaded up. What's going on with this dish?
All right, these are tacos azulejos. These are ribeye tacos, grilled onions, your guacamole, and it comes for all the fatty lovers, a grilled bone marrow.
What's the salsa here?
These are habanero salsa.
Would you like some?
Yes, of course.
You look hesitant. Is it hot?
It is a little on the hotter side for spicy lovers. We always give it in small portions because of the spiciness.
I just want a little bit. You want a little, just a little dab will do you?
A little bit.
Here we go. Tacos Los Azulejos. That's the bite. That is incredible. The tacos azulejos are so good. It's that ribeye meat seared off, served medium rare inside of 2 corn tortillas. And then on top, you have the onions, you have the guacamole, and then on the side, a little bit of habanero salsa. Plus, you have the bone marrow that you could scoop some of that off and throw that in there. It is an incredible taco, especially if you love ribeye.
Good morning and welcome back. San Antonio is set to host one of the world's largest and oldest timed film festivals for the first time. It's called the 48-Hour Film Project.
Meaning they have 48 hours to make that film. It'll be held at the Techport Center and Arena. It will feature dozens of local movies from some of San Antonio's most creative people. RJ Marquez spoke to a family taking part in the festival and a local actor about how this event hopes to help grow the local film industry.
You never know what's going to come on the screen next.
It's become a family tradition. For the past 8 years, Randall Anderson and his kids have written, shot, and edited a short movie for the 48-Hour Film Project.
We've tried different things through the years, more so than probably making a really quality film. We try something that's entertaining and fun.
Filmmakers have 2 days to complete their short movie. They randomly draw a topic and are given a character and prop to use throughout the competition. One of the judges for this year's festival is San Antonio native Jesse Borrego.
When you have an event such as this, you're able to exemplify all of the talent that we have here.
Borrego says this is an important step for homegrown artists looking to put San Antonio films on the map.
Because of our culture, because of our history, but also because of our talent base, that we are capable of that, of achieving that, at a world stage.
27 teams will compete in this festival. These are all San Antonio area filmmakers that will get the opportunity to showcase their work here at the Techport Center and Arena for the very first time.
To see events like this that are able to spark that imagination and spark that success, I think that that's the important legacy that we can leave behind.
Anderson can't wait for Tuesday's screening to see his families and the hard work of others on the big screen.
It's gotten really professional, but what's nice is it's still accessible to someone who just wants to try it.
It's a story that entertains people and makes them laugh, makes them cry, makes them scream. And I think that's really what a 48-hour film competition does. It brings us all together.
RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
Well, the digital divide is a gap between those who have access to digital technology and those who do not. It's been a problem in and around San Antonio, and it's become even more and more apparent during this pandemic. So there are programs and organizations working to address the problem and working to help the future of our community. One of those organizations, SA Digital Connects. Tomorrow morning on Leading SA, the executive director is joining us to talk about the problem, the efforts to fix the problem, and the goals. If you have any questions you would like to ask, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Join us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for all the answers.
All right, we'll be at 92 at noon, 98 for the high temperature, feeling like 100 to 105 because of high humidity. Only a 20% chance for an isolated downpour. In San Antonio, rain chances are pretty slim, 30% tomorrow, 30% on Monday. Much better rain chances the further south of San Antonio go, south of Highway 90 into that Winter Garden region. A lot of those ranchers and farmers need some rain. Better rain chances for them than for us in San Antonio at the moment. But it'll be hot by Thursday and Friday. Hot, in fact, all week long, really.
Thank you, Sarah.
Sarah, Bobby, thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.
Hey, stay with us. Texas Eats starts right after this.
Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling all across the Lone Star State looking for great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for mesquite smoked brisket and sticky ribs at a Korean-inspired hill country barbecue joint.
Give me some love, bro. That's incredible. Thank you.
Plus, we're whipping up Shiner Beer onion ribeye sliders in the Texas Eats outdoor kitchen.
The cheese is melted, the steak is already cooked to perfection, the onions are beautiful.
And we're checking out some of the most creative and colorful Mexican dishes in the Alamo City.
What do you tell customers when they walk in?
Once you cross the door, you're in Mexico already.
All that and more right now on Texas Eats. The first stop on our foodie adventures at a modern Filipino restaurant on the far west side of San Antonio.
Let's go inside Sorry Sorry Supper Club. Joining me now is co-owner Camille De Los Reyes. Thank you so much for having us out here.
Thank you, David. Thanks for having us.
And right in front of us, we have all the hits off the menu, from your brunch to your dinner, even the side items, some sandwiches that you can get for lunch. But what is a supper club? Why is supper club?
Supper Club we chose because I feel like Filipino food really has a story to tell. We want you guys to come in and really have an experience and to push food that we really love. The last Sunday of every month, that's when we do our Supper Club dinners. That's when they're ticketed and prefixed. The chef comes in and does something really special, creating something new all the time.
This pork dish, what's going on with this one?
It's our Filipino lechon that's been roasted in the oven for 4 hours. They've coated the inside with lemongrass and fresh herbs that have really made it super aromatic. We have a traditional dipping sauce to accompany some pickled papaya as well.
Sauce on the outside, here we go. It is so good. It is phenomenal. The porchetta that they're making in-house is a traditional dish that they're putting their own spin on. I love all the herbs, the way that it's put in between all the little crevices in there. Lets all that flavor just build on the inside. Super crunchy skin on the outside. That pork skin is just rocking. It is tender, it's crunchy. The sauce on the side has a really good flavor to it as well. It really balances everything out and creates the ultimate bite. And I want to move over here to your brunch item, ube French toast.
This is a brioche loaf that our chef created. The ube is swirled all in between, and that's a sweet purple yam, which is really popular in the Philippines.
Ube French toast, you can only find it here. Cheers. That's the vibe. That is so good. It makes me feel like the Pillsbury Doughboy. I'm like, woohoo! French toast is already a great dish. You add ube to that, it's next level. And that's exactly what they're doing out here. You have the dollop of ube on the top. You have the swirl of ube in the middle of the French toast. The little custard-like batter that they're dunking in there and using on the French toast with the brioche bread creates a nice layer on the outside so it has a good crunchiness, and it's sitting in a bed of syrup. I mean, it is a great dish and definitely something you gotta try when you come out for brunch. So what's the name of this dish and what's going on?
This is our red snapper escabeche. Escabeche is a tomato-based sauce that we've put a lot of our different vegetable medley on top. We've deep fried it so that it's a flying fish kind of presentation.
That presentation is really pretty. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is phenomenal. It is so tender. The red snapper escabeche is delicious. It has so much flavor on the bottom, and that sauce on there, it's bright, has a little bit of citrus flavor in there as well, but the fish is seasoned on the outside to perfection. Has a nice coating on there, so it's crunchy. The fish on the inside is super tender, and that presentation is over the top. That thing's coming right at you. You can break off a little piece, you dip it in that sauce, that is so good. You got a home run everywhere. You have side items as well. You have desserts. You also have lumpia, and you have breaded chicken wings. Honestly, there's like something here for everyone. Thank you so much. And of course, you couldn't do this without the help of everybody here, the staff and the support from your family. So who's here with you doing all this?
Definitely. So I have my husband with me, Adrian Delos Reyes, our great and fabulous team under Chef Abella Gilbert, who's our general manager, and our team in the kitchen, who's just rocking out phenomenally.
A definite must try in San Antonio. Here we go. I'm gonna dip it in.
I'm gonna go this side in. Meat side in.
Oh my gosh. What am I doing? I feel like I wasn't doing it right. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
I'm gonna eat all that pork.
I believe you.
Now, we're headed to Houston for some spicy, juicy hot chicken sandwiches.
Let's go inside Nico's Hot Chicken. Joining us now is owner Nico Frudelin, and we are so excited to be out here because the food looks phenomenal. You could smell it from miles away. It is just like the essence, the seasonings, and you also have some wild stuff on the menu. How did this all get started?
It started with an Instagram post back in 2019. I saw a post about hot chicken. I never heard of it before. And so I grabbed my husband. We actually traveled to Nashville, Tennessee, where hot chicken originated. And we tried all the originals to see it for ourselves.
And what did you think?
We thought it was awesome. Princess Hot Chicken, that's the original hot chicken.
Right.
We was like, wow, Houston doesn't have this, why not?
You created these items. I mean, you got loaded fries, you have tenders, you have the sandwich that you can go pretty crazy with on the spice level. But the one that really caught our attention, ice cream chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Why ice cream on a chicken sandwich?
Because we got ice cream on the menu, we got chicken on the menu. Let's put it together and see how it turns out.
It's incredible. I mean, just the visual of this thing. It comes with 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream, their chicken that you can get seasoned any way you want, the toasted bread, and this thing is just ready to rock. Look how perfect this is. If it's not messy, what are you doing eating it?
Exactly.
It's like you need to have a messy sandwich.
I agree.
All right, cheers to you.
Cheers.
The ice cream chicken sandwich out here at Nico's. We're going in for the bite.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh my Lord. That is messy.
But good.
Oh my goodness. The ice cream hot chicken sandwich is delicious because it has that little bit of sweetness from the ice cream, that vanilla flavor as well. And you're getting that crunchy chicken, the seasoning on there, the hot oil, getting that toasted bread on there. You're eating it all together and it just works. It's the sweet and savory combination coming together with that crunchy texture. Ice cream and the chicken just work so well together.
Surprisingly, right?
Right. All right, hold on. All right, we'll pause right there. Let me clean myself up. If you want to go more traditional, you got that on the menu too. And you have two of them right here in front of us as an example. And these two, I mean, these come with slaw on there, pickles on the bottom, the sauce, and then the sandwich. This is the actual chicken right there. Now, how hot can your hot go?
Extra hot. Has the hottest pepper in the world, Carolina Reaper. So,
oh my gosh.
But today we're doing medium.
Oh, what's Miko sauce?
That's our comeback sauce. So it's mayo based with a little pepper, but not hot, and all that good stuff.
Sounds like you got a lot of secrets though. You're like, I'm not gonna give away too much.
Can't give away too much.
Here's to you.
Cheers.
There we go, that's the bite. Oh my goodness. Here's some love.
Thank you.
That's just the perfect bite. Incredible flavors. The textures work so well. A little bit of bite and crunch through the slaw as well, but it does help balance the heat. As you can see, it does have some heat though, but just the right amount for that lemonade to bounce through. And that lemonade's rocking, y'all. You gotta get the lemonade when you come out here. It's like perfectly tart and sweet at the same time. It's a great flavor.
Yeah, people love it.
And the crunch though on the chicken, it stands out. Even it's holding up against the pickles, the sauce, the slaw. I mean, you have done something really special here, especially with the toasted bread on there. It's just a great flavor combination. You can't go wrong. I dare you to try the hottest one and let us know what you think. This right here is the extra hot chicken out here at Miko's Hot Chicken. And it has the hottest pepper in the world, the Carolina Reaper thing. They gave me a glove because they didn't want me to have it on my fingers. This looks like something evil. You could just, just smell it, and it's crazy, but here we go. I'm gonna kind of be a baby. I'm gonna dunk it in the ranch a little bit, so it's gonna go down a little bit smoother. That's the bite. Oh. I shouldn't have done it, but I did it. I need milk. Oh, Miko, thank you so much. You gotta get milk. If you're gonna do it, have a glass of milk ready. Unless you're crazy, go for it. I drank a little bit of the ranch, it didn't help. You gotta go for the milk. You have tender baskets, fries, and then loaded fries on the side. What are they loaded up with?
We have the waffle fries at the bottom with melted cheese, and then we put our chicken bits on top with a little sprinkle of chives and our Miko sauce.
This is a really nice amount too. It's very shareable, but if you're feeling extra hungry, you can eat the whole thing.
Yes, for sure.
All right, I want to make sure we get some of that cheesy goodness.
Cheers.
The loaded fries. Wow. The chicken out here at Miko's is really, really good. The way they're brining it, flavor that goes down into the chicken, and it's so tender, but on the outside, super crunchy, and then you can get all the different seasonings out here, so you can go from mild all the way to extra hot. You can get the tenders, and you can get loaded fries. Any way you do it, it's gonna be delicious. Miko Hot Chicken Day.
Yeah.
What is that about?
That's the city of Houston officially designated March 30th as Miko's Hot Chicken Day.
Now, why? What did you do something? Did you save a dog from a burning house or something?
Well, we always do different things. Like, you know, we host a blood drive every month. We help shape community center, giving kids laptops, that kind of thing. So they see us as a staple in Houston, Miko's Hot Chicken.
So you do a lot with the community then. That's so great. You guys, Miko's Hot Chicken here in Houston, you have to come here and give it a try. I mean, it is so good. Everything here has so many flavors, so much depth to it. Plus, they have their own holiday. You know they're doing something right. They're helping the community, and all the employees are super happy. You got to be a part of it. We're dunking it here, and that comeback sauce, the tenders. Cheers. Thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome.
Later on Texas Eats, we're digging into some street tacos, birria, and tortas from one of Houston's best tacos.
The cheese is melted, the steak is already cooked to perfection, the onions are beautiful.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.